My friend Veida is with me today, and we've got registered dietitian Jackie Kirson. Hi, Jackie. Veida and I love this topic, so this is very exciting for us, and we're going to talk about calorie counting. Do you think calorie counting works?
So, long story short, no.
Really? No. What? Oh my God. There goes my entire life.
So, I mean, again, it can work, but if you're looking for something that is long-term and sustainable, when you think about calorie counting, it's very black and white. And people, especially in this day and age, can become very obsessive about, am I being good? Am I being bad? Does this fit my macros? Does this fit my calories? So I like the term being calorie conscious instead of calorie counting. So being aware of, oh, my Starbucks has 350 calories. Is this helping me? But I really don't think people should be subscribing to counting calories like rigidly for the rest of their life.
Wow. Okay.
So do you count rigidly?
I don't rigidly, but I keep it in mind. To me, it was almost like calorie counting was the same concept of Weight Watchers because you're on a point system. So I started calorie counting thinking that that would work. And it seems like it worked when I'm diligent about counting my calories. But I wouldn't say I'm like super rigid, but I have a good idea.
So I have a love-hate relationship with calorie counting going back 25 years, right? So I think that there's been times in my life where I have obsessively counted calories, and I don't deny that at all. Like you put it before the apps, I would log it in my phone, right? And if I wanted to lose weight, I would go online and put in whatever the calculator was, and I'd be like, this is my height, this is my weight, this is my age, right? And it would tell me how many calories to have, and then I'd get on the elliptical and I'd be like, I burned this many calories, right? That being said, I don't think that that's sustainable long-term, but if you have a finite goal, I think for me at least, it works. If I say I need to lose 5 pounds to go to a party, right? If I have, and I know I have X amount of weeks, I will count calories for those amount of weeks. Is that bad?
Yeah.
Are you going to send me to therapy?
No.
I mean, I'm already in therapy, but do I need more?
No, but you might need to join my program to heal that relationship a little bit. But no, as I understand, there's a couple of little places where I'm going to poke holes in what you were talking about.
Well, can you explain your program first so we know, so we have a background and the viewers can see exactly what the program is about?
Yeah. So I help women sustainably lose weight without counting calories through mindful eating. And mindful eating is kind of what it sounds like. Mindful eating is about making conscious, present choices. So just like Sandra, what you were talking about, like I was aware, like you are calorie conscious, right? You were aware of the calories. So I teach my clients and I work with a lot of moms. So like they have very busy lives. They're chasing after kids and toddlers and they're working full time. Like they don't have 10 minutes after a meal to track a quarter cup of this, 2 tablespoons of this, and like do the intense rigid. But they need to be aware of, am I getting enough protein? Like, am I getting enough healthy fat, fiber? Am I balancing my meals? So how my program helps women lose weight is by helping them make more conscious, present choices instead of mindlessly eating or cleaning their plate or using food as a coping mechanism. It allows them to understand mindfully what their body needs in order to lose weight so they can lose weight without counting calories, because I get them into a natural calorie deficit. So what you were talking about before of like being, more mindful before your party, if you have 5 pounds to lose, sure, like good for you. Like do the things that work for you. But if you want to do it in something that you could do for the rest of your life that's more sustainable, instead of being like, oh, I have to rigidly eat this amount and log this. And I wanted to poke holes at your elliptical and it tells you how many calories burned. Like that is so like not accurate whatsoever.
It's not. So we know that.
And like the apps aren't accurate. Like there is no way that my Pilates class burned 400 calories.
No,
it's physically impossible.
Yeah, it's not taking into account your muscle mass. And like, so when you said you're putting it like, so let's talk about Weight Watchers. Like, it's a point system that has nothing to do, like a piece of bread or peanut butter. Like, it is not telling you how much fat, how many calories, like the micronutrients. So like, it's really not based off of any science that's telling you this is good nutrition. When you look at points, it's not telling you whether a food is adding nutrition or it's adding a lot of sugar or empty calories. It's just damn points. Like, your body doesn't function off of points. So I think when they created the point system, it was, to help people really get into that deficit, which I think is amazing. But with the whole system of, 0 points for fruits, I'll never forget. I was working as an outpatient dietitian before COVID and as a bariatric dietitian. And I had one of my clients who ate 3 full pineapples.
No
and
way.
I was like, excuse me?
Full pineapples.
Yeah, like actually like full pineapples. And I was like, can I just ask like
That's
why?
so much
Like
sugar.
exactly how much sugar? But he was like, yeah, it's 0 points.
Oh,
like I didn't waste any
see.
points. And I'm like, oh my God, but you probably were like in the bathroom all day or like it's so again, like that is not healthy. So we have to find that balance between being calorie conscious versus being rigid about it.
So for my everyday life, I don't know if you do this. Like right now, I don't want to lose weight, right? So I'm happy where I'm at. So maybe I'm calorie conscious, where I'm aware of what's coming in. I'm eating when I'm hungry. For me personally, snacking doesn't work. I think for some people it works. For me, it doesn't. Like if I snack, I overeat and I just feel bloated all the time. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what I do. Do you snack?
I eat more often each day than just 3 meals. So my day starts normally at the gym where I'm drinking a shake, eating protein donuts, and then I'll go and eat eggs after. So I already get my 100 grams of protein for the day because I'm a vegetarian. So for me, I have to repeat the same foods every day consistently if I want to get the 100 grams of protein that I need.
So we're very different
Yes.
eaters.
And then from there, I'll have a salad. So I may eat like 5 small meals a day.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about what I teach my ladies is that it doesn't have to be 3 square meals like you were talking about versus Sandra who eats, for me, I'm postpartum. And when I was breastfeeding, like I was eating around the clock, like I was starving, like I was like, oh my God, insatiable. But it also depends on the season of life that you're in. And so the most important thing is what does your body need? And Sandra, I love that you said 100 grams of protein, but also like spacing that protein out and making sure that like you're getting it throughout the day. I see some people who have like 100 grams in a meal and I'm like, oh my God, your poor kidneys. Like it's finding that balance.
Not work.
Exactly. So that's why it's like finding that balance and like for you as a vegetarian, like having that variety of like legumes and nuts and seeds and, other things that can give you nutrition, the fiber, like the color, like the phytonutrients. There's so many other things that you can incorporate to just be healthier.
So Sandra and I both have daughters. They're not the same age, but I think both of us have the same mentality that we might not necessarily want to pass on to our girls. How can we message being healthy and not overeating without pushing this rhetoric to another generation?
Yeah, I love that you asked that. I actually just got off a podcast with one of my clients who lost 35 pounds. And I asked her, what was your most favorite part about this process? And she said, well, now my daughters get to like be like, mommy, can I have more fiber? And like she has a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. And so honestly, it comes from modeling.
Yes.
It comes from showing. So like, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I grew up with if my mom wanted to lose weight, it was to go exercise more and to cut calories, to eat less, move more. And now, as I've been through my own 65-pound weight loss journey, I've been through my own eating disorder and healing my relationship with food. The number one goal for me showing my 3.5-year-old daughter, Olivia, is I want her to see mommy eating ice cream, but then not going and working it off, or eating the diet ice cream and only vegetables and chicken. And then when the wedding is over, the event is over that I was prepping for, then eating whatever the hell and, sitting on the couch and just, just mindlessly eating. So it really comes down to, it's not what you say, but how you say it. And also modeling to your children. So showing them like, having balance. going on walks with them or going to the pool with them over the summer and enjoying an ice cream and sharing it with them, but saying, hey, can we split this instead of let's get a large one with, all the toppings. It's showing them that, number one, all foods fit, like all foods are allowed. There's no good and bad food, and showing them moving your body, having fun doing it, eating yummy, colorful foods. It's talking about nutrition, not that food needs to be feared, but it needs to be added into a healthy lifestyle.
Do you hear that?
So I have a question.
Veida has a lot of work to do when she gets home.
I have a big question. Okay, so I'm going to admit to some really maybe bad behavior, and you tell me whether I'm being a bad model right now. Okay, so I do this thing in the summer where I will go get ice cream with my daughter. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm admitting to this. And so she'll get whatever ice cream she wants, and I'll get myself a hot fudge sundae, and I take 2 bites of it, and then I throw it in the garbage.
In front of her?
Yes! Am I a horrible parent? Am I failing my daughter?
Well,
no.
I mean,
in front of her, right? And I'm teaching her not to eat when you're full.
Well, at least it's no, not at all. And again, everyone parents differently, but at least if you could explain to her. So no. One of my favorite sayings to my clients is I say, your body's not a trash can. So you were showing her that, like, I didn't just eat this whole thing because I didn't want to waste it. We went out and, like, I have to finish it. Like, you don't have that mentality. So that's actually good.
That clear your plate mentality. I think it breeds disordered eating. I really do. Like, did you make your kids clear their plate?
No, I'm a very laid back parent. So when raising my kids, I let them eat and do whatever they wanted. Like, they didn't have rules. They could eat what they wanted. My daughter's adopted from Russia. When she came to the US, she had never had candy before, and she was starting to hide food. So I set up a snack drawer in her room. So she knew that, okay, I have access to this candy and the food, whatever I want. To this day, my kids now, they're adults. Neither of them eat unhealthy. Neither of them, they really don't like candy. Neither of them really eat fast food. But I wasn't strict with them. So I just let them figure out their own way and what worked for them. And they're both
that's important because you showed her
healthy.
that, you know what, like, this doesn't have control over you. You can have the snack whenever you want. It's literally within arm's reach. It's in your room. And now it's not something she fears. So when you think about, like, the psychology, think about when you tell your kids, like, don't touch the stove. Don't touch the stove. Like, obviously they're going to be like, whoa. What is this? I'm going to touch the stove. It's the same thing. Like, don't eat the Oreos. Don't eat the candy. Like, no, when you incorporate it where there's not this, like, black and white hold over, like, you can or you can't, then it's just whatever. It's not putting it on a pedestal. So what you did was fantastic, and you set her up with a healthy relationship with food.
She has thank you. She has a very healthy relationship, and she doesn't even like candy anymore. As a child she did, but now she's like, no, I don't really like it, and my son doesn't like it. But I had all kinds of food in the house, so they were never limited. They just could have whatever they wanted. But it didn't work for them. Now they're both, like, super healthy and eat whatever works for them, which is pretty healthy food.
So I do a version of that so I control the type of food that is in the house. There is not a Dorito in my house. There is not soda in my house. There are very minimally processed foods. I do allow things like pretzels from the organic market.
How generous of you.
And she can have, like, Oreos, but she has to have the ones from, like, the organic ones. I don't let her have, like, Red 40. I don't let her have ingredients that we can't pronounce in the home. Of course, if she's out of the house, I can't control that. But I don't limit the food intake itself. I limit the type of food. Am I doing her a disservice?
No, and I think I just want to say one thing, like, don't question everything that you do. There's always something positive. You're a mother and you're doing something that is going to be for the better for your children. So you don't want them to have crappy ingredients. I think that's totally fine. First of all, give yourself credit. Like, you're doing incredible in terms of, like, raising humans, and, you are always thinking about your children's best interest in mind. So that is number one. Number two, I think that it is important when it comes to the ingredients, like, you're being mindful about it. Like, I don't want my daughter to have Red 40. There's been, studies that have shown blah, 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 blah. Like, that is not a bad thing. I think it's important when I don't know how old your daughter is. Remind me how old.
7 years old.
She said, okay, so, okay, this is very important because she's still very young. It's about teaching her.
Sound the alarm.
Yes. Well, no, but it's also about saying like, you know, mommy wants to show you like why this is a healthier option than this. This one, do you see, and show her like the ingredients. Do you see that there's only 3 ingredients? Or show her the Doritos where there's probably like a paragraph, right? Like that is mindful eating. That is making a healthy swap to say like, mommy wants you to have this version because look, it has protein and it has a couple of ingredients that are all normal. When you look at this, mommy can't even pronounce this. So like, I do think, again, it's like not what you say, but how you say it. And it's not fearing, because the worst thing that you could have is the way that I was brought up, where it's like, oh, I can't have the Doritos. The minute I went to my friend's house, I see Doritos. I'm like, oh, I'm not allowed to have those in my house. And then I go eat all of them at my friend's house. You want to just show her like you're allowing her to make better choices. And we have all of these options at home, but when she's out, it doesn't mean she can't have these things, but she should be looking for these healthier options. So you're doing a good job. Give yourself some credit.
Do you use that Yuka app? Do you know what I'm talking about?
The good or the bad.
It's
this
like
is good
where
so,
it's like rated. It's like all the rage with the soccer moms.
Yeah, it's definitely. So this is again going against. I teach my clients the balance. That's the gray. It's the mindfulness. There's no good and bad. So it's like also when people use like Bobby Parrish's or whatever his name is, his app of like Bobby approved or not. And I'm like, no, like this is unhealthy, disordered, because this is like, this is good, this is bad. So I do think that there's benefit to understand when you scan it, it shows this is higher in protein, this is lower in sugar. Like you should, again, it's kind of what we were talking about with the calories. It's understanding what you're about to put in your body, but you should never think like a food is bad. Like for example, the ice cream, the hot fudge that you were talking about, sure, it's not the healthiest option and most nutritious, but like you got to have a beautiful memory with your daughter over the summer enjoying ice cream together, and you didn't feel gross after it. Like, sure, it didn't add nutrition, but it added a memory.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
I think that like technology is almost killing the joy from food. Right? Like this hyper awareness where it's like everybody's downloading this and that. Like I feel like sometimes people can't enjoy a meal. Do you ever feel that way? Like you're sitting there, or not really?
I'm not a big food person in general. So for me, I love to go to restaurants to be with my friends and the atmosphere, but I normally just order a salad. Because like I said, I get all my protein earlier in the day. So I'm not stressed at a meal where I have to eat something, or I'm in a restaurant where it's not really vegetarian, but I can always find something. So I'm just not like a big food person. I'm not the person that's ever going to get excited for a meal. I just eat because I have to.
Sandy and I don't have sophisticated palates either. No, like don't take us to a Michelin restaurant.
I enjoy a good diner, actually.
I love
funny.
A diner.
I mean,
like a gyro.
I love a diner.
Not for you because that doesn't have.
But I love eggs.
But yeah, eggs for her.
Yeah, no, it's especially even if you're just like scrolling on Instagram, everything is like, what's the hook? Like 3 foods not to eat if you're trying to, 3 fat blasting. It's like, it's all jargon. It's all like marketing. And to me, I think it's just hilarious when people are like being like, oh my God, should I do this? Oh, should I do this? And it's like they look at someone else's journey or what someone else is eating. And I keep reminding every person who I work with is like, this is your body, your journey. So even the two of you eat very differently and you both are healthy. And like, that's okay. You don't have to eat the same thing, but you both fit into your clothes. You feel good. Hopefully your labs are good. And like, you have the energy to do the things with your kids. And like, that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Like last night we went to dinner. You got a salad. I got a salad. And then I got like this whole Italian meal, but like we both ate dinner together.
Yeah, we were fine.
And we like fit into the same clothes.
How can somebody reach you or contact you? What's the best way?
So if you want to learn more about mindful eating, I hang out mostly on Instagram at the.mindful.nutritionist. And I have my own podcast, Lose Weight Mindfully. But yeah, I hang out and I love helping women lose weight in a sustainable way without counting calories.
This has been great. And now I've learned something because
Oh my gosh,
we're
I'm
both, like,
obsessed.
so
I'm going to be
obsessed with
DMing you.
counting
Literally.
calories.
Yeah,
Look out for a
please.
follow later today.
I know.
I love it. I'm going to get messages like, should I eat this? Should I not eat this? So I'm here for you.
Thank
You're gonna
you
be
so
my new
much. It was
Yuka.
so nice to meet you. Finally, thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
If you like what you're hearing, please share this episode with a friend and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Don't go away. There's much more to come. Party's over.